Okay, good morning. Just gonna move this blanket. Ugh. Okay, this might be a more unusual unboxing video because I'm in my pajamas. It is 6 o'clock in the morning. I meant to do this yesterday, but I didn't get a chance. And my coffee is actually holding up. All right, let's see. My coffee is actually holding up the camera. And I don't like the way it looks like I'm looking at the camera. So here, let's do that. See if that gets a little more natural. We're in the middle of a heat wave. Oh, nope, that didn't work. There is nothing out there. All right, yes, who's outside? Bean, hey. 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 Bedtime. Go bedtime. Bedtime. Yes. Okay. The neighbors got a new puppy, and they're new to having puppies. And they take the puppy for a walk, and wherever the puppy stops and just kind of hangs out, they stand there for like 3-4 minutes, waiting for the puppy to do business or whatnot. Which of course makes this little girl go bananas. So, first morning cup of coffee. My daughter is pet sitting today. She's an overnight client. She works for a dog walking pet sitting company. And so I'm stuck with the beastie. So the beastie got me up this morning because she knows my general routine. So she thought it was fair to get me up at 5:30 in the morning. But yeah, so we are going to open this package. We're also in the middle of a heat wave. So that's why I'm in no hurry to get dressed because there's not many clothes I want to put on. And this is a very exciting video though. And actually it's kind of funny that I keep talking about the animals, which the cats were on the porch. We installed behind the dog. There's a window. Some that are good there. So see there's a little bit of brown on the window kind of here. We usually keep this window open so that the cats can go in and out to our enclosed glass on porch and hang out there and be dog free. But now with the heat wave coming, my daughter wanted to run the air conditioner. This package will smell really good. Or she knows packages often come from Chewy and include dog toys. Again, that one doesn't smell good. So we installed a cat door in the open window. So there's a piece of plywood in the open window to close the window without, the glass. And the cat door is in the actual plywood. So the cats can go in and out, but the dog leaves them alone and the air conditioning can be on. I mentioned that because behind me in the window, you may see a cat. I doubt it now that the dog went crazy. But usually in the morning, the dog is still in bed with my daughter. And the cats come and have coffee with me. And one last random Parisian Phoenix note that isn't really necessary in this video, but I can do what I want. This is Nancy Scott's red blanket. She wrote a poem about this blanket. I'm not sure where it's been published or if it's been published. I know she's read it. I know I enjoy it. I'll have to try and find it and maybe even do a video reading it with the red blanket because that'd be cool. She is moving, in a month. And so I got the red blanket. She asked if I wanted the red blanket. And I'm like, of course, it's sentimental. So it's the wrong time of year. And of course, my couch is Christmas green and now I've got a red blanket. There's nowhere in the house that kind of matches red. Well, I guess in the dining room. Well, this used to be the dining room because I made the living room the dining room, and then we had the flood 2 months ago. So all the furniture was in here, and this was the living room and dining room. And then Eva had a party, my daughter, and so we moved the dining room table out by the kitchen so we could make it a buffet because it's a rectangle. And yeah, so we've slowly been kind of rearranging the house. We did some work in the kitchen. Anyway, let me open this package. This is from my friend Rachel, who is an artist and a writer, Rachel Thompson. She writes under her name, or I think she usually uses RC Thom, Thom. She's self-published. She kind of does some alternative historical fiction and sci-fi and fantasy kind of all rolled up in one. But I commissioned her for the cat book for Feline Urban Rescue and Rehab. She likes to use a lot of tape. I love getting packages from her because it's like breaking into a bank vault. My idea for doing this now is because I'm pretty confident something will come up if I wait till I get dressed and make a production of it, because I'll never have the time. It's actually a pretty quiet day today. It's Friday, and I'm normally off Thursday, Friday, Saturday from my day job. But I actually volunteered to take a little vacation. Unpaid vacation, so that will motivate me to work hard to get some of these book publishing projects done. Wow, she put paper in here. She really wrapped this. I almost have it open. Because this is a cartoon. That's what's in here. I think Rachel's days as a contractor are coming through. She's making sure that this is completely constructed to the point where it will not fail. Okay. We got some packing material. Holy moly. If I ever move, I'm having Rachel come back to me. Rachel and Daryl, they can come together. So, I think she spent more on material. Well, this is probably all recycled, but alright, I'm gonna stop joking around. She made some padding for it, probably from the leftover material that she used to make the cartoon. Alright. Oh no, this is all just packing material. No. Come on, Freya. Be gentle, be gentle. Wow. She's amazing. Alright. Now, can I put this down without you getting into it? Well, it says no promises. If you don't, cats will. Alright, so she made a couple of different balloons. Alright, blanket needs to move. My leg's getting too hot. Even with the air on, it's too hot for a blanket. Okay, so wax paper. Gee, a nice little envelope. No, you don't need the picture. So she made spare conversation balloons because she wasn't happy with, I didn't see the original. So you can have one taped over. So this is the original cartoon. So I commissioned this to make fun, well, I shouldn't say make fun, that's not fair. So a common reason people, okay, I'm trying not to use language that shows my true feelings. I want to use the word abandon. Surrender, that's the proper word. The reason a lot of people voluntarily surrender their cats is because they say someone in the family just got allergic, or they have a new partner that's allergic, or the new baby's allergic. That was personally my favorite. I'm not going to use this video to explain why I do not approve of those statements, because there are other things you can do before surrendering your animal. And I'm sure there are cases where people have asthma or severe allergies and it's a big issue. But I just, from what I've seen, a lot of people don't give it a proper chance of, I have allergies, okay? I technically have a cat allergy, and I foster cats. I take my Zyrtec, I take Flonase. The doctor adjusts some of my medications as needed when he sees me for my other health issues. My primary allergy is dust, and my dust allergy is so bad that if they test me for it, it instantaneously swells up, and a week later it will still be the size of a hive, even if they wipe it off of me right away. So they actually have a note in my chart not to test me for it anymore, or at least my allergy doctor did the last time I saw him. So I am allergic to most pollens. I had mold conversion when I was pregnant, so I am allergic to just about everything. There might be one or two things that I'm not allergic to. I get a lot of contact dermatitis, so if I'm weeding a lot of plants, green beans, and when I used to, green beans or snap peas? I think it's green beans. It might be snap peas because I like snap peas. I'm not allergic to the vegetable, but the plant, if it touches me, I instantly break out. I'm going to phrase this very carefully, should never have a basset hound, and probably not like a beagle type dog. The oils in those particular hounds, as soon as I touch them, my hands break out and it starts going up my arm. And if I pet them, within a few seconds, also it'll start moving to my face, because especially with this crazy hair, you do something like this and then all that'll, so I need to be very careful. Luckily those are contact allergies, but I would think very carefully before getting that type of dog. But I know it's a contact allergy, so if I had to watch it, like if someone asked me, I'd probably say yes, and I'd probably, be extra careful, but change my medication, I don't know. But anyway, I had a cat that I was allergic to. It only bothered me when my other allergies were acting up. I should take allergy medicine before I clean, because if I don't, I start sneezing very heavily, and I will eventually start sneezing up blood. Yeah. So, I get allergies, that's all I'm saying. I've only had one asthma attack, and that's when I ignored the signs of the allergy getting worse. I did not know that I was allergic to dust, and I was moving out of my mother's house and cleaning the attic. So anyway, so this cartoon is supposed to signify how kind of I feel about allergies, because I think if cats were the ones in charge of the universe, they would very happily get rid of us in the same way that many of us get rid of cats. But I don't know, just kind of, I was hoping to kind of invoke some silliness. Now, when I thought of this idea, I'm much crueler, I envisioned cats throwing naked humans into the snow. At least she used an animal shelter. So yeah, but that was the idea, and I'm so grateful to have a friend like Rachel who will do a cartoon for a book. So yeah, the book's coming along really great, by the way. It's an anthology. It's going to include stories of the rescuers, stories of special cats. So far we have a story of an amazing rescue story, not in like the wow, that was a cool rescue, but in the we never thought this cat would find a home story, and it has such a great ending. I talked to one of the people who adopted one of my kittens. Actually, it was my very first adoption with rescue, and they adopted a previous cat from the rescue who turned out to be a therapy cat. So that's going to be a story in the rescue, and pardon me, in the anthology. But the back of the book is going to include, and things like this are going to break up some of the sections and some of the more sad stories. All of us as rescuers have sad stories. So I'm trying to blend the happy stories and the sad stories. And each story talks about what people have overcome to rehab cats. So there's a lot of valuable information about how to help a cat. But there's also, we have some sections in the back about how to take care of a kitten, like an itty bitty kitten that doesn't have a mom. There's going to be a section about integrating cats. There's going to be just a general section about cat advice, and they're all kind of broken down into bullet points, so they're very easy to read. There's going to be some fun things about different cat stories and cat songs if you want to make a Spotify playlist. And the book, 100% of the proceeds will benefit the cats. Not even the proceeds, the revenue. The company, Parisian Phoenix, is donating the work and the initial copies to get it selling to the rescue. And I hope to continue donating copies so that they never have to buy one from the company to sell it. And so that means the retail price, which we hope to be $19.99, we hope to get enough information in there that it's worth $19.99. And fun things like original cartoons, so that it's a value. And it should be a really great book. And $20 if you buy it from the rescue themselves. They can put that right into the coffers and pay for vet bills and neutering and supplies and all of the things that they need as a rescue. And if online sales will benefit one particular foster, if you've seen the Parisian Phoenix website, part of the reason I'm doing this is because I have fosters here, and on the Parisian Phoenix website, the cat that's on the header, this is my sign for header, is Touch of Grey, and she's an amazing cat. She needs to go to a cat people, but cat people who are also dog people, like all around animal people, because she is a really great cat. Problem is she, when she's unhappy, she can become really aggressive. And we've worked her through that, and now she actually gives signs as to when she's had enough and she's going to get aggressive. I think she was actually, she was an owner surrender, and according to some of the stuff I've seen that I've read about her, she had kittens when she came in, but I think she may have been, I think there's some history of either she was always a spirited cat and she didn't like the way people treated her, or she was abused, because you cannot go near her with a blanket or she'll freak out. You cannot touch her in certain ways or she'll freak out. She has a lot of specific behaviors that will trigger her. But we figured out what most of them are. And our other cats and foster cats have taught her boundaries and how to communicate and how to express yourself without being violent. So it's been a really cool process to watch. It's taken a year. But she recently had a bout with flea med toxicity. She accidentally got some of this one's flea meds and dog flea meds, and this is something I also have to, I think I already put it in the book. Dog flea meds are extremely toxic to cats, and we washed it off, but because she is so aggressive, we didn't wash it off well enough, and it can absorb into the hair follicles according to the vet, and she ended up having neurological seizures, and she has quite the vet bills now. So some of the online sales will go toward her vet bills, which I am currently paying off myself. And if we pay off her vet bills, I'll take that money and put that aside to buy more books for the rescue in the future. But it's going to take a lot of books to pay off her vet bills, because she racked up quite the bill. But it also had a positive effect on her personality. She seems very grateful to be home and appreciative for another second chance. I think that cat in particular has gone through a lot of her 9 lives. So anyway, I've babbled long enough. This is probably one of the longest videos I have ever made. And if you made it to the end, congratulations. And I'm kind of like embarrassed because I'm like, here, I just wanted to do a quick unboxing, and I babbled for 20 minutes in my pajamas with my uncombed hair. But hey, everybody always says the media, social media and the internet needs more content that includes unadulterated real people. So here we go, unadulterated real person right here. So you can even still see some of my wounds from when I fell through the screen door last week. So yeah, I'm going to go write a blog post for Parisian Phoenix now, probably a couple. I'm a little behind, but I hope to do a lot of things this week to get things caught up and have some more exciting motion for the company in the works. So thank you very much for stopping in. Have a great day.